talking about the taste not, touch not, handle not. So I see where God seems
according to the traditions of men.
Go ahead.
Well, I just need to pull it up because isn't that Colossians 2? It sounded like she's conflating that with the 10 Commandments.
Or Torah observance in general.
So Colossians 2:20, if you have died with Messiah to the stoicheia of the world, why, as if you were living in the world, do you submit yourself to decrees such as do not handle, do not taste, do not touch, in accordance with the commandments and teachings of men? It sounds like, I could be wrong, but what I'm hearing Brittany say is that Colossians 2:21 those are from God.
Right. But he
and
says
now people are
specifically,
going around thinking they're doing God's will, and they're mistaken because they need to break God's will, which when the very next verse, Colossians 2:22 says, in accordance with commandments and teachings of men. This is the core issue of, it's like hand washing, right? It's the fasting on certain days that are
worshiping
not,
like angels.
Biblical. It's the thing from Jews can't eat with a non-Jew. And then it's this, do not handle, do not taste, do not touch. These are commandments of men that obscure and distort the light of the gospel, the light of the truth of the revelation of the Torah, et cetera, et cetera.
All right, let's keep going.
Trying to break the Jews of their tradition. But I don't see, especially with the church being predominantly Gentile, where God has given us information.
Let's pause real quick.
Predominantly doesn't matter because there's a remnant in every generation. I mean, that's back to Hebrews 1 or Hebrews 11, right? Or Romans 11, that by faith, right? By faith, all the way through Hebrews 11, and Romans 11 and Hebrews 11 together. Romans 11 is the tree, and the branches. Doesn't matter how big those branches are. It doesn't matter that the Gentile branches or non-natural or wild olive branches outnumber the natural olive branches. It doesn't matter. The trunk is the same. The sap is the same. They're participating in the same covenant. Right. And if for a Christian to imagine that they're not part of a covenant is a tragic failure of biblical education.
I think that one of the biggest missteps that the church has ever made is believing that they are separate from Israel, that there is a different entity that is the church. There is no separate entity that is the church. There is covenant members. We attach to Israel through faith in Christ, through the covenant. But I think that that's going to be, she talks about a hard sell here in a few seconds. I think that that's going to be a harder sell for Christians, is the notion that they're not more special than Israel. In other words, the remnant of Israel is covenant members who have Christ. We attach to them. What the church has done is said, no, Israel is no more. If you are a Jew by blood and you come to Christ, you're not special. You become part of the church now. We are better than Israel. I don't think that's what Brittany's saying, but it's certainly ingrained. I think it's certainly ingrained in the theology.
Yeah, from that viewpoint, Caleb, what I hear you're pointing out is, Brittany is what's on her plate, in my estimation right now, is an issue of ecclesiology.
Right, and I think this is a problem with most, and even people in the Torah movement today. There's still this notion that once you become a Christian, you become part of the church. And my point is, there's no such thing as the church as the church has believed it. In other words, there is the ecclesia, right? The Greek here is ecclesia, but ecclesia is used of Israel in the Torah. And so the point is that the ecclesia is the covenant members. As we become covenant members, we enlarge that which God has given the covenant to, which is Israel. And so the notion that we are part of the church, there's different laws for the church, I think this is a huge misstep. Anyway, this is not the point, and I don't want to dog on Brittany for this, because I think that this is, like I said, I think this is a mainstream view of people. I think it's something that's been ingrained into us, that we just continue, it just keeps coming up, right?
Thank you so much for watching this video. Tell us your thoughts on this subject by leaving a comment in the comment section.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and enable those notifications. And we'll see you in the next video.